What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. I was gonna do a big fancy intro with a ton of really good filming and story and everything, but it's been several months. I need to get this video up, so I'm not doing any of that. You get this. Anyways, 9 years ago, Steve Raiken was having a meetup in Pittsburgh, and I decided I'm gonna crash it. And so I lived in Nashville at the time. I drove up to Pittsburgh and showed up to his meetup, and I got a good reaction. But it didn't show up well on video because he was so far away.
I'm here for the meetup.
9 years. It was a long time ago. It doesn't feel like 9 years. But I saw Raiken's having another meetup. This time in Connecticut. I'm in Wisconsin. We're gonna go crash this one. We already did. That was like 3 months ago. I'm filming the intro now because I need to get this video up. So hope you enjoy, and here it is. False alarm. I forgot my wallet. This time I just left it in the car though. Alright, I'm good now. Flight only started boarding 5 minutes ago, so I got plenty of time. Wait, this looks familiar. I feel like I was just here. So we landed at the gate at the very end of the building. It was like the last gate. And our flight out is the second to last gate on the other end of the building. So it's like a 45-minute walk. That's an exaggeration. Getting my steps today. So we made it to the hotel. I made her go in to check in. That way I don't get recognized in the lobby, because that's happened before. I went to surprise Jameson at an event and bumped into him in the lobby the day before. So not gonna let that happen this time. I'm incognito, you can tell because I'm wearing a bright yellow hat that says Resale Rabbit. Nobody will be able to recognize me. All right, so I snuck in the side entrance. That way the paparazzi doesn't find me. My suitcase is heavy. I have a backpack and a roller bag. I don't want to go up there. All right, we made it. She refused to take the stairs with me, but I probably beat her up here. I would just like to point out, I made it up to the 3rd floor. Ooh. What's out here? It doesn't even go all the way to the floor. Oh, it's locked. I was not rushing. I was busy filming, and I still beat her up to the 3rd floor. But it is not the right place. We need... Can I get out this way? I'm going to the basement, apparently. I hear people. We need a different room that wasn't on that 3rd floor, so it must be in a different building. So this looks like the pool area. I just walked past so many people, trying really hard not to get recognized, but this hotel, it's like a complex. It's huge. All right, by the way, it's also like 112 degrees out. That's a slight exaggeration, but only slight. I'm really roasty toasty, and I get to go up 3 more flights of stairs. Hopefully this is the right building. Well, isn't this fancy? Alright, found another stairwell. Let's hope this gets us to the right place. She's in the room. She gave me directions, which involved going through the lobby. You know, I bet Taylor Swift doesn't have to put up with this. They probably tell her exactly where the room is. I need Swift status. So we got option 1, option 2. I would like to choose option 2. Ooh, that doesn't look like it's locked. All right, we got a fork in the road. This is lower numbers. I'm in the low 300s. That's 360s. The last building I was in was 390s. I already climbed 9 flights of stairs. Going up 3, down 3, and then up 3 again. I don't want to do it again. I've basically walked this entire hotel, I feel like. So it's a good thing I didn't get recognized. So this one doesn't seem like they thought this out. You go up the ladder to get to the roof and, oh, it stops. Wait, no, there's more right here. And that's how you get up there. I'm glad I looked this up on the maps last night. I figured the first Goodwill would be reasonably close to the hotel they picked. It's over an hour away. Didn't even get to sleep in a little bit. But that being the case, since everyone's staying here, everyone's probably leaving about this time, this is the most danger of being recognized. So, gotta sneak out really well. All right, nobody's in the pool, so this is actually a good place to sneak out this time because it's close to where I'm parked. But now I need to look less suspicious as I walk through the parking lot. Or more suspicious, I don't know. All right, made it to the car without getting spotted. Google says I will be there in an hour and 1 minute. It's 8:43, which is cutting it close. Everybody's meeting there at 9. I'm trying to get there a little bit early because I need to like sneak up on Raiken specifically. I wonder if I'll recognize anybody else there. So nobody's here yet. I'm parked a little further away. There's a grocery store that shares the parking lot, so I'm closer to the store. So I'm keeping an eye out. There is a car in the parking lot. I don't know what anybody drives or who's all gonna be there, so I'm just kind of gonna hang back here and wait. Is that Raiken? I can't tell. I don't think so. That seems more like something Raiken would be driving. It says show up 15 to 20 minutes early, so you'd think he'd be here 15 to 20 minutes early. But it's 17 minutes early. And it doesn't appear that... Ah, someone blocked my view. The gray SUV is in my way. I can't see the parking lot now. I would be a terrible detective doing stakeouts. I always choose the worst spot. All right, I moved to a new location. There's a second car there. A truck pulling up. Looks like another... Holy crap, we got a whole line of cars pulling up here. I wonder if that's like a group from the hotel that we're all hanging out there, so they left around the same time. I keep seeing a bald head. Is that him? I need visual confirmation that that's him, but I have a feeling that that's him. I see the sun reflecting off his head. All right, I think I'm moving in.
I had a feeling you were coming. Holy crap, man. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
It's been about 10 years since I crashed your last event.
Weren't you just with, you were just with Jameson, weren't you?
Yeah, we were down in Tennessee.
Yeah. I'll round everybody up when we're trying to leave, and then we'll all pretty much go together. Yeah, pretty much the plan is we're at Goodwill now. We're gonna go to Savers for 10. We're gonna go to Newington Savers for 11:30, and then we have the private pick in Berlin.
So I'm not really buying a whole lot just because I gotta fit it in my carry-on. I saw a couple of things that if I were local I would have bought, but looks like some people are filling up. The prices are pretty high at this store though. Like this is a solid camera, but not for 20 bucks. But let's see, down here,
If I were local, I'd be buying this. It's $5. It's got the remote, going for about 40 on eBay.
It's gotta be worth money.
Holy
It's
cow.
always worth money. I got some DVDs in here. $250 worth of stuff.
Dude, you're like a little Resale Rabbit today.
Oh,
What?
what?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
How's it going?
Really
This
well.
was actually mine. I think I forgot it on the shelf.
Yeah? You donated that, right?
Oh, I donated this. I need it back.
We're running one register. Oh, they just opened up a second one. There's quite the line of people. I don't think they were expecting 30 resellers to show up. Weirdly, they don't have a bathroom in there. So, well, I'm waiting for everybody to check out. I'm walking to this grocery store because I'd rather not do it at the next store when we first get there. I want to be able to look for merchandise. So stop signs are just a suggestion to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to follow Hot Rod Wheeler here to get over here.
It's Connecticut.
We're at Savers. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I've been to a Savers. All the Wisconsin ones are closed, so this is fun for
there's
me.
like 3 in this entire state, I think, and they're all terrible.
Great!
Yeah.
All right, you know where I'm going. Straight to the electronics, although we got here late because we were busy chatting in the parking lot at Goodwill, so I think it's probably all picked over. Here's a good find, $5. It's going for about 60 on eBay. It's got the remote. I'd be all over this if it would fit in my bag. Let's go over here to the small electronics. This stuff will fit in my bag. I think I'm gonna grab this. No, I'm not. It doesn't have the remote. If this had the remote, this would be about 30, 35 bucks. There's Roku One. Looks like there's a laptop charger in there too, which is probably another 10 or so, but without the remote, I'm not gonna mess with it. About 7, 8 years ago, I've been in heaven on this shelf. These used to be really big money. These were really big money. Oh, someone found the VCR that I pointed out earlier.
Yeah, we got a couple DVDs here. This guy, Night of the Demon, nobody's on Amazon. It's selling on eBay for about 15. This albino farm, there's no listing on Amazon. Nobody's currently selling it on eBay. And the last sold on eBay was $15, $16. So I think 20 bucks a piece, probably 20 bucks a piece on those should be good. So $40.
Nice.
And then the really raunchy one's probably gonna be about another $20. So $60 in DVDs.
Not bad. So in case I blur that out, the DVD was, trying to think of how to say this, YouTube friendly. It was a racist DVD. Well, let's just put it that way. And like hoods over the heads, that kind of racism. Like literally that was on the cover. So some people don't mind selling that. It's not really for me, but there can be good money in it. Oh, and I will note, he put it back. He didn't end up buying it, basically for that exact reason. I missed most of the stuff because not only did I get here late, there was a woman who was a little slower that needed somebody to help her pick out a lamp for her bedroom and for her living room, and that took a long time. And of course, because I'm from the Midwest, I spent 20, 30 minutes helping her pick out lamps. That was fun. So it's been a long time since I've been to a Savers, but there used to be display cases at the front, and I found a lot of good items there. They have self-checkouts here now. It was basically all jewelry, and also that lady was up there, and I didn't want her to see me and start talking to me again. Sometimes Midwest nice can be a little exhausting. Now this definitely won't fit in my carry-on, but it's 40 bucks. This is the second to newest generation of Kirby. That, I mean, you could put it on eBay and probably do all right with it, but shipping it won't be fun. I feel like it might vary from location to location, but in my area, that's about 150 bucks minimum on Facebook Marketplace.
Central Art House. Any artsy things do well. Space Camp is a total bolo if you ever find this movie.
Are you too good to use your phone to film?
Yeah.
You gotta use that little fancy...
Look at this. Watch it go. Bam.
Ooh.
That's fancy.
My phone, I just push a button and it starts filming.
Yeah, I got all these little levers and doohickeys. It's fancy though.
Too many bells and whistles for me.
Yeah.
So 2 solid items. I definitely would have bought that VCR if I were local. The vacuum, I don't like messing with Facebook Marketplace. If you don't mind Marketplace, easily make 100 to 150 bucks on it, but it's not really my thing. Of course, I can't fit that in my carry-on.
I'm not even gonna ship that back to me. The VCR, if I really wanted to, I could ship it back to myself, but I don't really want to ship a bunch of stuff back to myself. So, still waiting for those cameras or something that I can fit in my carry-on. You see it? Out in the distance? Savers number 2. Let's see what we can find in here. Not a home run, but this is a full float baseball glove, selling for about 30 bucks on eBay. It's $7.99. I thought I hit a home run. That lens, I looked it up and saw sold comps at about 1,200. They wanted 500. I realized the sold comps were the G2. That's the G1. Still a really good lens. Not profitable at 500 though. I just switched my camera from Canon to Nikon, and if that was the right mount, I would have probably bought it for myself though, because it is a solid lens. Nothing for me here. Boy, I keep thinking about that lens. There's a liquor store next door. I'm gonna see if they have bottled water, because it is hot out. We're just racing from store to store, so I haven't really had, there's no time to stop and buy refreshments. It's Raiken. You'd think we'd be at a Whole Foods by now, but this will be convenient. I suppose it'd be nice to get my wallet out of the car. I don't think they're just gonna give me the water. Got the last bottle they had. Ice cold, which I need because we're currently thrifting on the face of the sun. So we're at a private pick now at a cleanout place.
Yep.
What is this place?
It's called Dave's Things and Things. He's got one of the biggest cleanout companies in Connecticut. So he also does storage cleanouts, all different types of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna come in here and find some deals. We've come here for I think 3 years in a row now. So
Sweet.
yes, sir.
This is exactly what I would hang up in the warehouse.
We got the book guy. We got the carrot guy.
I don't eat vegetables.
We got the.
That's why you niche down so you know there's a guy.
We got a whole pallet of these. It's a little enclosure to protect a doorbell. No listings on Walmart. eBay is like 18 bucks. It is, and only 2 solds. They're selling really well on Amazon, but Amazon's in really low. He wants 15 bucks each. I'm sure if I bought the whole pallet, he would negotiate down. That would be worth shipping to me, but I don't think I want to fight with Amazon on this one. Boy, is it tempting though. We got a CPAP machine here. There's no price on it. It's a little older. I typically get 100 to 200 bucks on them, selling them locally, but I don't know if it's worth it to ship that back to myself. So I'm digging through this pile. There's no prices on anything. This is going for about 50 on eBay. It's small, easy. If I can get it for 10 bucks or less, I'll take it. So he's got this listed for 40. It's going about 70 on eBay, so I'll see if he'll go any lower on it. Thought I had a good one. This thing's listed for over 100, but no solds. These are usually pretty good, but I don't really have room in my bag for that. You know, between 50 and 150 bucks. And these, I sell the face plates on them and just toss the rest. I just sold one for, I want to say like 30. Here's one I'd probably go for if I were local. He wants 10. It's 10 years old. It's from 2014. Probably get about 40 or 50 bucks out of this. All right, I'm in heaven. This is the room I should have gone to first. All right, there are a handful of these. It's just some module thing. They're selling for about 50 used. These are new, so I'm gonna grab these. So we've got 8 of them here. I'm gonna price them at 100 bucks each. See if I can get it. These things are all over the place. One of these sold new for 375, but I can't seem to find any used listings, and it's missing the probe. There are a whole bunch of different ones here. This is a dew point meter. Looks the same as those, but I can't seem to find much on them. If I had these, I would probably list them, you know, 100 bucks each, but I don't think it's worth buying on that gamble, especially when I got to get them back to Wisconsin. There's the same brand. This thing's huge. Look at this thing. I bet this is worth over 1,000 bucks. I'm not gonna pull it out to get a model number because there's no way I will be able to get this back to me, but I bet this is some money. He's got so many of them too. There's more back here. Boy, it's tempting to see what he'd do on all of them and just do a bulk listing for like $1,000. See what it does. I did find one that's new though with the probe, so that'll be about $375. So I spent $60. I didn't get the thing that was $375. They wanted $100 for it, and there was only one sold and several more listed. I wasn't willing to risk $100. But that ignition down there, that'll pay for it. The one that was marked 40. And then this battery should be 50. I also got, can I easily get to it? No, just a basic camera charger for a Canon camera, but these should be the big money. I'm hoping for $100 each, especially on these sealed ones. So the Hercules battery sold for 22. I was a little off on that. And then I got 60 for this ignition coil. Final stop of the day is Red, White, and Blue, which I'm told is the best thrift store in town. So this is 10, it's a laser level system, selling for about 40 online. See what I see? $20 really isn't bad for those. Ask for the charger in the front, 80? Really? This really isn't terrible prices. So we're gonna find out if there's any games in these Wii's here. This guy found the cords.
Not this one.
No games?
This one feels a little heavier.
I hear something.
Or it has like a problem.
There we go. What do we got? Oh. So these are solid. They're $50 each. I just sold 2 of these for $150 each. That's also 50. It's been a while since I've sold this one. I'm assuming it's probably priced a little high, and I have no idea about those. They want 100 each, but there's no way those fit in my bag. And then I found this going for about $180 on eBay in this condition. No way this fits in my bag, but I gotta make somebody take this.
All right, so we got this little Q Wonder Workshop courtesy of the Resale Rabbit, handing it right to me. Look at this, $240. That is absolutely insane. 25 bucks. I only have 30 bucks on me, and I was gonna get this Battleship for 8 bucks. So I'm gonna put it back because they're cash only, and I'm not going to the ATM for $5. Thanks.
So I may not have bought anything, but I scored myself a free dinner.
Yeah, paying for his dinner because he hooked me up. We got 3 Bose Wave radios, which I've actually never bought and sold before. They're going for insane amounts of money. Not only that, but he also hooked me up with, you can get
The
it
robot.
if you come around
I showed the robot earlier.
You showed the robot.
Yeah, the robot, which
$240.
$240 on Amazon.
More than the Bose.
Those were crazy on Amazon.
Almost $100 each on these guys' profit, just about, right? So probably $300, which led me to finding more Bose, which is about another couple $100. It's insane. He deserves dinner, a steak dinner, and a
I couldn't
glass of
believe
bourbon.
how much Bose they had in there. I've never seen that much in a thrift store before.
They had more, I think, that we left.
Yeah, there were the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
You're here often enough. Check them out if they go cheaper.
They'll probably be here at 50% off day.
Yeah. That put you at $50 a piece on them.
You what?
That would put you at $50 each.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll make a lot of money on them.
So also, it's been a long time since you've been on the channel, so you should introduce yourself again to them.
Oh, yeah, it has been a little while. My name is Jesse. I run the channel Thrift School. I've been doing it for like a decade, and last time he was in Connecticut, we met up and went to the same place that we're going to tonight. So it's kind of like deja vu. We're doing the same thing over and over again, and I get to see him once every 10 years.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so if you go back, way back to like 2014
And look on
or
YouTube,
15 on here, you'll see him thrifting. It's probably said something like thrifting Connecticut with thrift school or something like that.
Same kind of stuff.
We looked much younger.
A lot younger. Yeah, it's sad.
So going through the lobby this time, this is all new to me. All right, we are at Marty McFly's for dinner.
Can we get a side of blue cheese, please? Thank you. 2 sides, sure.
You ever buy DVDs from the Jesse Games?
We're hanging out at a random desk, and in the drawer, raffle tickets. So we're gonna give them out to people, make them think that there's a prize tomorrow.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of these, and nobody's gonna know what hits them when they wake up bright and early, because you have to be up at 7 a.m. to claim your prize down in the lobby. I'll be sleeping. And they'll be in the lobby waiting for their prize. Oh, actually, this one didn't get ripped yet. All right. How many people are we gonna get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 10 people.
right.
I'm excited.
Before we go back in the loud room, I have to say something. I'm proud of you. We went thrifting all day, and you didn't have to make your weekly or your daily 3 stops at Whole Foods.
Oh man, no more orange juice.
No orange juice, no Whole Foods. We thrifted all day long.
Definitely one. No rabbits rolling around in there, man.
Hey, you like the Patriots? Yoda! Yoda! Where's Yoda?
Holy cow, that was wild. All I have to say is I am so glad I am sober to witness all of this and to remember it tomorrow. I'm not going to go into too much detail because this is a family-friendly channel, but basically a lady came in demanding a cigarette from everybody, and it just got wild from there. And we hung out with her all night. So I am going to head up to the room. I love going to these events, especially when they get crazy like that. And since I don't really drink, I feel like I get more enjoyment out of it because I just get to watch with a clear head. So I guess we're doing breakfast tomorrow, and that's about it. So I am going to go up to the room and crash. And then tomorrow we'll do some breakfast. So it is the next morning. I'm walking across the street. We're all meeting for breakfast. And then we're all going to head our separate ways, although for most of the group, that just means driving home. Most people are local here. I think I'm the only person that came from a long distance. So this guy's car is very, it's that. I'm not gonna zoom in anymore because this is YouTube, but that's a thing right in front of the door of the restaurant.
I got a really good deal on those.
Yeah?
I wasn't gonna let them leave, and she had to sit in the passenger seat, so on the dash they went. And
Those for your personal collection in the bathroom?
yeah,
Well,
good reading.
Makes sense.
Good
Yeah.
reading.
So we are at the Crystal Mall in Waterford, Waterbury, I don't know, one of the towns in Connecticut. They're all the same. Someone that I met at the thrift meetup, rally, I don't know what they're calling it. I don't know what anything's called right now. Actually owns a store in here. So we're gonna go check it out and see his operation. I wonder if this will fit my carry-on. Christmas tree shop's cart. I want it. Everything in this mall is closed. This mall used to have a JCPenney, a Bed Bath & Beyond, a Christmas tree shops. It's an unlucky mall. So we got this nice and neat storefront, and then my warehouse right here. I love it. This is where I thrive.
More or less organized-ish. I mean, being a thrift store, I keep Christmas all year round because Christmas always sells in July, so why not?
I have never seen, this used to be a Victoria's Secret, I've never seen a Victoria's Secret this big. This place is massive.
Can you imagine the inventory they must have had in this place?
I'm just thinking about staffing it.
Yeah. Well, there's a checkout behind that hutch. So there's a little checkout counter there. There's the one I use in the front, and then there's one back here. So that's what I figured they would have had, probably 6 employees. It would have been 2 for the back section, 2 for the center, and 2 changing rooms originally, which I summarily filled up. And you can't even get in there right now, but there you go.
Holy cow. Yeah, I've got rooms like this.
Yeah, and it goes around the corner, and there's another side room over there, and you can't get to any of it. And this is the, you can see I'm very observant of warning signs. That's my emergency exit.
Oh, down there, I see.
And then this is this is supposed to be the estate sale room, where I keep all the tables and the displays and the signage and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's slowly becoming that again. And then this is just more stuff. But all this needs to make its way on the floor eventually.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at least you'll never run out of inventory.
No.
So long-time viewers might recognize this. I had one of these in the warehouse. It was the same exact one, except mine had a door. He's busy with the customer right now, so I'll show you another cool thing that he showed me. I didn't want to throw the camera in his face the whole time. This store is massive. I would love to do like a full video here at some point. Like he's got tools and stuff over here. So down here, he said he found this at the dump. It's an old TV, and he's actually going to take the tube out and put black lights in there for uranium glass, and then actually wire the light to the power button. That's the type of thing I like. This is what I need for my collection. It is in like mint condition, but the problem is I can't afford it, and if I ever found it, I would have to sell it. It's too expensive, but it's so cool. By the water. At the recommendation of someone who's at the thrifting meetup, we are at Paul's Pasta in Connecticut.
Yep.
Let's go get some noodles. That would be a good place for a window. Never mind. They have no power, so they can't make us anything. That is the second restaurant we went to that was supposed to be open and is closed, but at least this time there were people inside that could tell us that. Well, back at the airport, we woke up at 3:45 a.m. I am so tired. We did a whole bunch of things off camera. I didn't want to just make this a vlog video, but me and my better half went to a museum for submarines. We got to go through a submarine. We got a private tour of that submarine, and we went up the coast into Rhode Island and went into a couple of lighthouses. And it's still here.